Seeds. Seeds. I don't know how long this battery is gonna make it. And the dogs are probably gonna be running around in the background, but that's okay. Oh, and she's up. Hey, yo. Hi, Fern. Hi. Hi. We love you too, Willow.
This video is sponsored by Audible.
Hi flower friends, it's Nicole from Flower Hill Farm. A little bit of a change in scenery today. I'm in my dining room. I have an open kitchen dining room area. It's a mess right now, but it could be messier. Always could be messier. I have my seeds kind of sprawled out all over the counter right now because today, not a counter, it's a dining room table. I have them all over my dining room table because today I'm gonna go over my new seeds that I received in the mail over the past several months. I've been ordering since mid-summer just to make sure I had some for the 2022 growing season. So I'm not gonna go over all of my seeds today because I have seeds from last year that are still viable that I'll be using in this coming season. But I am gonna go over everything I've gotten new, and I'll briefly go over a list of things that I have from years past, but not in detail, not in like variety specific, because there's a lot. I mean, I think I have a seed inventory on like an Excel document where I have every single variety and like sub-variety, like color and stuff like that, and how many seeds I have of each, just so I know when I'm running low of something. So I know I have 141 lines on that seed inventory. We're not gonna talk about that right now though. Okay, so these basically are the bulk of my farm seeds all over my table that I'm gonna go over with you guys. A lot of them are repeats from last year. If it works, if it ain't broke, you know the deal. Okay. Let's start with the pile that I have the most of, and that's the Snapdragons. I am absolutely obsessed with my Snapdragons. They really were my gateway drug into flower farming, and I know they were for a couple of other people that I know as well. I have more than 40 packets of Snapdragons. Yeah, that's because I'm really happy with Snapdragons. They have been performing for me fantastically. So let's get into it. Okay, so some of these are gonna be multiple packets of each. Like I've got like 2 of each color, I think. So it won't take as long as you think it will, but it's gonna take some time. Okay, so I have Snapdragon Legend Light Pink, Early White, Early Rose, Early Pink, you know, just a little bit of different shade, Early Orange. I have Costa Summer Yellow, Costa Summer White, Costa Summer Velvet. A little bit of a theme going on here. Chantilly White, Chantilly Velvet, and Chantilly Purple. These are packets of 200 seeds each. So I have Chantilly Light Salmon, Chantilly Light Pink, Chantilly Deep Orange, Chantilly Creamy Yellow, Chantilly Bronze White, Rocket Cherry, Rocket Lemon, Rocket Orchid, Rocket Red, and Rocket Rose shades. A packet of 500 because why not? Okay, that is my first little gathering of Snapdragons here. And I've gone over this several times before, but the different varieties have different bloom times, and Johnny's has a really nice setup where you can see where even if you start the Snapdragons of the different varieties on the same day, they all have a different kind of bloom time to them. So Purple Twist. I grew this one this year. I really enjoyed it. Thought it was cute. I've got one, there's 1,000 in here. This one's called Bizarre Hybrids Brighton Rock. This was different. I thought I'd give it a try. We have Red Delilah, Red, Lavender, Monaco Yellow, Monaco White, Monaco Violet, Monaco Red, Monaco Rose, Monaco Orange, Monaco Baltimore Rose, Maryland Plum Blossom, Maryland Lavender, Maryland Flamingo, Maryland Dark Orange, Maryland Apple Blossom, Legend White, and Legend Light Yellow. And I know that I have some seed packets from last year that I have more Snapdragons, but I don't think I'm gonna need more. I think this should be enough Snapdragons. So I do a couple of successions of Snapdragons, and a lot of people say, do I pinch them? Well, I've been tending not to pinch them lately and use the first cut. Like the first cut, I make a deep cut and it branches out from the bottom and it acts like a pinch, but it's later on in the season. So if you want to get earlier snapdragons, but also want them to produce more for you, maybe pinch half your snapdragons and let the first half bloom and give you that nice, sturdy stem, and then pinch the rest. Okay, so let's talk about, I have a Calendula Ivory Princess. I do have one packet of Calendula. I have older packets of Calendula of like orange and different colors, but those are older packets. Okay, so let's go into the Cosmos. I can't say I'm yawning today. I feel like I need coffee already. It's lunchtime, right? My son's texting me. Hold on a second. Last year, I only had about an 8-foot stretch of Cosmos inside the deer fence. And then I did have that whole entire like 100-foot stretch of them inside the wildflower seed. That was beautiful. But I have some packets from last year that I never even opened up, and I ordered more. So I have the Double Click Snow Puff, Double Click Cranberry. I did plant this last year. This came beautifully. I've got the Cupcakes and Saucers mix. I have Versailles Red, Cupcakes Blush, Fizzy Rose Picotee. I got a packet of these last year from Baker Creek and loved them so much that I decided to go bigger. There's 1,000 of them this year. I don't know if I'm gonna plant the whole 1,000, but I am gonna get quite a few of them in there because I'm dedicating an entire row of to Cosmos inside the deer fence. So we have Cosmos Double Click Rose BonBon. Sounds great. For the most part, I start these early, but I did direct sow some Cosmos last year, and I feel like the ones that I was direct sowing caught up eventually, right? Let's move on to the zinnias for the farm this year. So these are the Bonary Giant, which are the ones that I grew last year. I also grow some Oklahoma. Really like the dainty ones. But for the Bonaries, I've got those, the rainbow of colors again. I've got pink, deep red, another packet of deep red. I have coral. I have Queen Lime Blush. I have Scarlet. Oh, that's Oklahoma Scarlet, so that's the little one. Oklahoma Salmon, Oklahoma Pink. And then back to the Bonaries, I've got Wine, White, Lime, Golden Yellow, and Lilac. I also know I have other colors as well. There's some in that packet over there. So Geo, which is where I got the majority of these seeds, all these white packets with just words on them, that's from a company called Geo, G-E-O Seeds, and they are a wholesale seed supplier. You do not need to have a business account or anything to order from them, but ordering from them, it's not like getting a pretty catalog in the mail. It's all just words. So you have to kind of do your research when you're ordering from them. So I ordered all of the same colors that I was able to get last year from the Bonary Giant line, but they had a supply issue. So I would get 2 packets in the mail, and then a week later I'd get another 2 packets in the mail. So they're kind of spread out all over my house. Let me grab this one. Yeah, here's an envelope that they just sent me the other day. This one has the Bonary Salmon Rose, and another packet of the Bonary Orange. Yeah, 2 more packets of the Orange and Salmon Rose. So put that in my zinnia pile.
And now more about the sponsor of today's video. It's Audible. Audible is a virtual playground for book lovers like me, and I'm always looking to learn and expand my knowledge. You guys know that. You know I spend hours and hours seeding trays for my farm, and Audible, well, it keeps me company while I do so. And in the new year, they want to help with your well-being. When you head to audible.com/wellbeing, you'll find so many amazing titles featuring experts in a wide range of self-care and self-development. You can master your emotions, get in shape, and find more success at work and at home. Personally, I've enjoyed motivating authors like Mel Robbins, who wrote The High Five Habit, who now hosts an Audible original podcast called Here is Exactly What to Do. Anyway, check out the link in the description to give Audible a try. I am quite literally always on it. I have finished 5 books already in 2022. It's not even mid-January. I'm not even kidding. Okay, back to the seeds.
And they still owe me 2 different things, which I'll talk about now since we can move into the Rudbeckia. So they owe me 2 packets out of the hundreds that I ordered from them. They owe me 2 Rudbeckia packets. They owe me double golden daisies, which I have never grown this, and I like, that's special. I'm excited about that. And then Irish Spring, which is another one of those green-eyed Rudbeckia, which I'm excited about. Okay, let me get the other Rudbeckia pile right here. So we have, once again, this Sahara Rudbeckia, which is, this one made the calendar this year. Really beautiful Sahara Rudbeckias. I've got a Rudbeckia Triloba, which I've got 2 different colors of that. I've got the yellow, and then I've got like it's more of like a reddish orange color of the Rudbeckia Triloba, and this is something that is kind of like a spray of Rudbeckia instead of a single stem with 1 flower. It's more of a spray, so I'm excited to get these in the ground this year. Prairie Sun Rudbeckia, a couple packets of that, Goldilocks, Cherry Brandy, and then another packet of Sahara, because you can't have too many Sahara Rudbeckias. I also have leftover packets of Rudbeckia from last year, just a lot of them. You know, the chimney and all those things that I grew last year. I have more, because I think I ordered 500 seeds last year of those, so I have half of those left. More than half. Oh, my battery is gonna die. Okay, we're back with a fresh battery. I know I have more zinnias somewhere. I don't know where they went. Oh, they're right here. Queen lime, more of the queen limes, corals, the queen lime reds, the queen lime oranges, the queen lime limes, and then also this one from Baker Creek. I think it's, what's it say? Macarenia, but it's just this really pretty oranges and reds, and I thought it might be nice in the fall. I don't know, it kind of looks like a mum to me, so I really liked it. Anyway, I picked up that. I also picked up the Candycane Zinnia from Baker Creek. That hasn't arrived yet. That's in the mail. Okay, so I have some new varieties of amaranth this year. I have one called Oischberg. I'm showing it to you, but you can't read it. I have one called Elephant's Head, just for fun. Hot Chili, Mira, and then I also have my seeds from last year, which was the Hot Biscuits. I have the Hot Biscuits, the Red Spike, I have the Emerald Tassels, and I have the oh my gosh, the Coral Fountain Amaranth too. Yes, still have all of those. Okay, so I have, let's go on to, oh, so I'm doing some new Yarrow this year. I've got shades of Red Yarrow and Summer Pastels Yarrow. So the Yarrow that I grew last year, I only put about 30 of them in, and I ended up saving them because Yarrow is perennial, and I moved them over to the tree line. I'm really hoping to start a big Yarrow patch over in that section, so I might even put these in there to kind of perennialize over there. So we'll see. I really love Yarrow, and I'm jealous of everyone else who already has established beds of it, because those bright, beautiful bursts of color in bouquets makes them jealous. Okay, so we have phlox. Phlox, you guys know, is one of my favorite things to grow. So I have both the perennial phlox and the annual phlox. These seeds are for annual phlox. So all of the ones that I grew last year, which were like the cherry caramel and the blushing bride, I have all of those seeds still. I did not have to order new ones. I have leftover seed packets of them, like a lot of them. So I'm not worried about, here they are, I think. Yeah, so I actually ordered like 1,000 of the cherry caramel phlox and the starry eyes and the blushing bride. So I've got plenty of seed left. Oh wow, yeah, there's a ton of seed left in here. There are hundreds of seeds left in here. So I'm going ahead and, so I don't need to buy any more of these. Okay, so there's the cherry caramel, the brushing bride, blushing bride, starry eyes. Those are all from last year. New this year, I have sugar stars, and which sugar stars, I'm told, is kind of difficult to germinate, but we'll see. And then I have one called New Hybrids Mix. This was something that Gio was offering. I gave it a Google, and I thought, why not? So I'm trying the New Hybrids Mix. Okay, so those are my flax seeds, and there's 1,000 each in these packets too, so we'll see. We will see. Okay, we'll go over these small little packets as well. Okay, so I have a quarter pounder. This is an ornamental wheat. It's called Silver Tip Triticale. I grew this last year. I bought a packet of it and I thought it was the coolest thing. I needed more of it and I thought I could plant it weekly with my sunflowers because they have about the same days to harvest. So I was gonna plant this and my limelight millet with my sunflowers every week so that I would have a continuous harvest of all 3 of these. That is why I have so much. The best laid plans are plans that are laid. Who knows if they'll come to fruition. Okay, so I have, this is something I've not had good luck with in the past, but I'm gonna go ahead and give it a try. And this is a delphinium mix, a giant Pacific round mix. I have quite a few packets of delphinium in the box as well. So we're gonna try a lot of them out. Okay, so I have some Agrostemma, Purple Queen. Asters. So asters I grew for the first time last year and I fell in love with them, especially a lavender one. Oh, it was so beautiful. It came in the, I think, China Perfection mix from Baker Creek. This was this beautiful bloom. Anyway, I have a whole bunch of asters this year that I want to try out. So I have a variety called Hulk Aster, Standy Mix, Serenade Complete Mix, a Gala Mix. I have, this one sounds exciting, Early Ostrich Plume Finest. Early Ostrich Plume Finest. It's just fun to say. I have those as well. And I also have some, like this one right here. I've got the China Aster from Baker Creek. And this is the, oh, here it is. The China Giant Perfection Mix. It was that lavender that I grew last year that was just so beautiful. And I think I have like a Valkyrie mix as well that's in here. So you'll see all of those. Gomphrena. I once had a girl named Gomphrena. She's my baby. So I have a lot of Gomphrena seeds left over from last season because I did buy large quantities, but I have new ones this year. I was running low on strawberry fields, so I bought a new packet of strawberry fields. This one is a new variety to me anyway. This one's called Raspberry Cream. I needed it so much I bought 2 packets. Raspberry Cream. Gorgeous. I think it's new this year from Johnny's. We also have Audrey Purple Red, Audrey White, and then the QIS Carmine. Let me tell you, this one dried heavenly. It was so deep and so dark and so purple. All of them really dried well. The only one that I didn't really care for the drying of it is the really light pink one that I grew. Kind of got a little dirty looking, but for the most part, everything dried beautifully. So yay for the Gomphrena. We're going heavy on Gomphrena this year. Again. Moving on. Oh, let's do my status. So I already have like status from last year. I have a ton left over of what I grew last year. But this year, I'm using, these are new seed packets. I have the QIS Apricot, Seeker Pastel Blue, Seeker Light Yellow, another one of blue, Seeker White, Seeker Rose shades. This is a new one from Johnny's this year. It's called Forever Silver. Excited about that one. And then this one was also new to me as well from Johnny's. This is called Apricot Beauty. So I'm wondering how different it will be from the QIS Apricot. And I will be 100% honest and say that the most used colors of status for me last year, there's 2 parts to this story. The first part is the apricot and the white. I use more than anything else until I came up with that sunflower bundle at the farmer's market. So the sunflower bundle and the purple, like the blue and the purple, that was a match made in heaven. People loved that. So I would say the white, the apricot, and the blue were the most really the most that I used. The yellow was kind of stringy for me. It just was a little wild and the stems weren't as usable, but everything else was fantastic. And it was also my most requested item from a florist this year. So yay for status. Okay, we already did the Rudbeckia. I have some digitalis here. So I have not had really great success with foxglove, the one that's a biennial. I just haven't really nailed that down yet. I have had great success, however, with the first year flowering foxgloves. So the Dalmation series in Foxglove Digitalis is a first year flowering variety, so you don't have to wait until the second year to see a bloom. So I picked up some of those. I've gotten the Dalmatian Peach, Dalmatian Cream, Dalmatian Rose, and the Dalmatian White. So we will see how that goes. Now Foxglove isn't something I used a lot of because it is, like many flowers, it has a high toxicity, but I did have a couple of people requesting it, so I didn't mind growing it. I didn't, but it isn't something I don't think that I will never grow as many foxglove as I do snapdragons or something like that. So, but it is pretty and I think worth growing at this point. So, not gonna get rid of it just yet. Oh, so celosia. I've got a lot of the celosia. This is another one of those things where I have many packets that are still good. So I only bought a few packets this year. So I was able to pick up the Chief Gold, the Chief Mix, Sunday Orange, Sunday Gold, and Sunday Wine Red. But I also have something very special that I was able to get from the Arnosky family farm in Texas. So I went to Texas a couple of months ago and I have some of their own saved seeds, and these are 4 of their varieties. Got a little chart here. So it's their Super Crest mix. They have a Pampas Plume Mimosa, a Pampas Mix, and then they have a Pampas Magenta Purple. And they say to store the seeds in the freezer. That's how they store their celosia seeds. So I have something else special from their farm. So I was like the grand prize winner of all the attendees. They just pulled my name out of the hat. And this is some of their own. I mean, there's so much here. There's thousands of them. This is something that they've bred on their own, and they're calling it Pampas Crimson, and it's got that much more of a plume to it and that much more of a deep crimson color than say the magenta does. So there's thousands of seeds here. This is incredible. I can't even imagine how many there are. Anyway, starting a lot of these this year. Of course, I have many other varieties from the seed packets from years past, but those are the new ones I bought this year. Dianthus. So let's talk about carnations, because I have failed for 3 years in a row to grow a steady crop of Dalmatians for Dalmatians. I cut down some Dalmatians. Carnations for cutting. I'm gonna give it one more try. So here we have the Amazon series. I've got Amazon Cherry, Amazon Neon Purple, and Amazon Rose Magic. I also have tons of other carnations in here. I have the whole Chabaud series and stuff like that. I'm gonna try this one more time. So brand new in the straw flower department, I have Copper Red and I have Purple Red. I also have like whites and a bunch of other different colors that are from last year. But I didn't have to buy any new ones. So also this year, I really fell in love with stock and the smell of it and just how absolutely stunning. Even the single, there's doubles and singles. The singles were just as pretty for me. Last year, I only planted a mix of stock. So this year I decided to go ahead and invest in different colors. So I have yellow, I have brown, which is this really pretty color, ruby, apricot, and then I did get a rainbow quartet, which is a little bit on the shorter side. These ones are only 18 to 24 inches in height, when the vintage brown and the other mixes are like 24 to 32. But the quartet rainbow just was needing to be bought by me. I'm gonna try the green mist Ammy dill, like the green mist Ammy. Try that. I picked up 3 different colors of sweet peas and really excited about them. Check this one out. Look at that blue. Look at that. That is stunning. Azurious blue. That's just not even real looking to me, so I had to try that one. This one's called America. Look how beautiful that is. These are Baker Creek seeds, guys, and they're free shipping. And then this is not like a sweet pea. I don't know why it's in this pile. It's a butterfly pea that I'm gonna be growing just for fun. Just for fun. This is not for cutting. These are for cutting. I also have other sweet pea mixes from years past that I'll be using as well. So Azure Autumn last year, I grew a beautiful mix of, I didn't cut it as often as I wanted to. I had a little bit of a problem of what stage to cut it at. Sometimes I'd cut it too early and it would droop on the sides, but I found that if I cut the sides off, it was fine. But there's this variety called Lita from Baker Creek that is so pretty. It's like the purple with the white center. So I wanted to pick that up. I picked this up this year, and for the most part, I have the mix again because I bought such a high number of seeds. And that's the thing, like I bought such big seed packets last year. I didn't really have to go crazy with what I purchased this year. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's 40 something Snapdragon packets, but if I could like explain to you guys, these are the seeds that I am not telling you about yet. There's 2 more boxes. I can't hold them all. Oh, and there's another box way yonder. And that's not including the vegetables. So I can't go over everything. This is my new vegetable bag. I ordered more last night too because my sister texted me and she was like, Nicole, will you order me watermelon radish seeds? And I was like, yes. And then I ordered 7 other packets too. But that's because Baker Creek is amazing and has free shipping. So I don't even feel bad. I just go on there and I spend 20 bucks and I get 8 packets of seeds and I didn't have to pay for shipping. So thank you. So what do I still have here that I didn't tell you about? Really, like I have multiple varieties of straw flower, multiple varieties of celosia and amaranth and rudbeckia. I have multiple other things of like the status and the gomphrena, the phlox. I pretty much told you guys everything that I had, but I also have these right here that I didn't go over with you yet. These are like fillers. Okay, so we have Mountain Mint, Silver Drop Eucalyptus, which seeds I'm starting like today. Snow in the Mountain Euphorbia. Book Leaf Eucalyptus. Feather Top Ornamental Grass. This is Golden Millet, which I've done the Limelight Millet before. So I'm trialing that this year. Here's the Limelight. I wish you could, there are, so it's a ½ ounce. So it's like 14,000 seeds or something. This is what I'm gonna be growing with the sunflowers every week, which is something Lisa Mason-Ziegler does. She does the millet and the sunflowers every week. And then this, I'm trying new this year. It's called Bunny Tails. Some people have struggled to get height on them. Some say they only grow about 12 inches, but other people get them to grow tall enough to use in bouquets. I mean, I've thought at the very least I would be able to dry some for fun fall projects, which I need to do more of next year. Anyway, that is basically the new seeds that I picked up for this growing season. Heavy on zinnias, heavy on snapdragons, heavy on status and gomphrena. And I already did a sunflower seed video, guys. I didn't even talk about sunflowers. The sunflower seed video I did earlier in the summer, I'll link that above if anyone's interested in checking out my sunflower seeds for the year, because there is a crazy amount of sunflower seeds. And I know this is overwhelming. It's overwhelming for me too. But I don't really do anything small. It's just not in my nature. So anyway, this is it. I'll have a vegetable seed video, which will be a little bit more organized and less chaotic. But things in life they're chaotic. So my hair is so staticky today. There are some seeds that I'm gonna be starting earlier than I did last year because I have this hoop house now and I want to experiment with things. So we'll see what successfully can grow earlier in the hoop house and what can't. So I'll probably start seeds here within the next 4 weeks. Try that out and see how early I can get it out there. I know I had stuff out in that deer fence, like I had my snapdragons and stuff out in mid-April last year. So I might be able to get stuff out there mid-March in the hoop house. You know, you figure maybe it'll give you a 4 weeks extension if I have frost cloth and the hoop house. I really don't know. It's truly going to be a year of experimentation out there. So, and I'll talk about my plans for out there and what I want to try and do. So anyway, thanks guys for sticking around. And all these seeds were from either GEO or Johnny's or Baker Creek. Those are my top 3 companies that I have purchased seeds from. I know there are plenty of other seed companies, but these are the 3 that I just happened to go back to. Can we just talk about these again? Can we talk about those? Ooh, you're making me happy. Okay. I know, I feel like I'm missing an entire box of seeds. I know somebody's gonna ask me how I organize my seeds. Oh, there's a bag in the fridge. I don't know what's new in here and what's not. Ooh, there's a lot of delphiniums. I should probably there's a lot of foxglove, bachelor buttons, snapdragon, oh, there's Nimbus sweet pea. I forgot I picked up the Nimbus sweet pea. I should put these sweet peas in here too. Oh, a lot of feverfew, guys. I got a lot of feverfew. Sunny Ball, Magic Single feverfew. What else is in here that's new? Bells of Ireland, Buplurum. Yeah, a lot of my classic standbys. Cress, the cress is in here. More sweet peas, yeah. And a lot of people ask, where do you store your seeds? For the most part, I don't. I just store mine in the garage, which is pretty cold in the winter time. So it's not like they're in the refrigerator, but like this morning, the garage was 35 degrees. So they're in the garage. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna organize these now and make sure everything's in my seed inventory on my laptop and see if I'm missing anything. I don't think I am. You guys might be thinking, why didn't you talk about this? Well, they're just not new seeds. If I grew it last year, I'm probably growing it this year. They're just not new seeds, like Dusty Miller and stuff like that. I just don't have the new seed packets in front of me. They're all in the boxes. If you can understand. Anyway, I can't stop yawning. I think I might make some coffee and edit this video. So thanks for sticking around. We'll see you soon. I won't stop. I can't stop. Who's yawning? It's me. It's me.